Alright, we're back with another playthrough, and as you can see, unfortunately, we're right in the middle. I was recording, but somehow the recording got corrupted, so I end up getting Gale and Lae'zel and recruited Shadowheart, and we're level 3, or no, level 2. You see what I have now, you see Shadowheart, blah blah blah,
Quite ready for you.
Gale, and everybody's gonna be straight. I'm not going to multi-class this run, so I figured that would be the best thing to do. Uh, Normally I do somewhat, except for the fighters, just because the fighters get that third attack at level 11. But yeah, I don't think this one I will. I wanted to. I wanted to do like a part cleric, part monk, but eh, I think I might do that on another playthrough. But yeah, so the gang's all here. We went over to the temple. I think no, we talked the people out of it, and we didn't do anything. I can't remember if we went in yet. Um, I'm looking at this recording a couple days after I did this playthrough, so a little bit lost. But yeah, I believe either we did go inside. Um, let's just see. Okay, so I did go to the place and I got rid of the initial adventurers, but I didn't go in yet because I wanted 4 people and I finally got Lae'zel. I ended up not killing the 2 tieflings to save Lae'zel. I ended up talking my way out of it. I got lucky. I've been getting lucky with a few of the checks, so that's a good thing. And I believe yeah, we're going back to camp, do some cosmetic things. So just a bit of cosmetics. And we're back, and we're just gonna go ahead and jumping down this hole because we couldn't get in. We couldn't get convince old dude. Well, we didn't want to. We didn't want to convince the guy to let us in. We're not like tricksters like that. So we get into this fight, yada yada yada. I'm first. Luckily, kind of luckily, I'm first. And I see them lined up. So if you see like random spells, that's just because of the clothes mod that I have. It gives you like random, just one per day spell. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna just do a line, breath line, which I'm so fucking glad they added this to the Dragonborn shit, because it's just like so much more you can get so much more use out of it, and it just does like the little effects that you see, like the shocked effect right here. And we're gonna it just is on tactician. Uh, it's a lot more different techniques that I see the NPCs pull. And we didn't kill her. We're figuring out what the shocked does. Um, and they throw the fireball. And at first I'm like, man, they threw this fireball. That sucks. Yada, yada, yada. Right, he's a divination wizard. That's right. What I did is I dipped the, I think I dipped something. Oh, I dipped my bow into the fire, which I forget that you can do that. You can just dip your bow into like fire or acid that's on the ground or poison. And then I shot the oil barrel. And the reason I keep doing this narration is because my game keeps just, I don't know if I need a new recorder or what it is, but it keeps like just lagging. And it will just like stop recording and everything will fucking freeze and it will piss me off when that happens. Um, it sucks so bad when you end up missing. But that's the thing about D&D. I like this fight. It's kind of challenging. We were like all pretty much level 2 and started off on fire. It just got like bad really really quickly. But it comes in a little. It gets a little bit resourceful. I won't say close, but I don't know. I feel like it's just a lot better. And I'm starting to use like the cleric as they're supposed to be used as more utility. Uh, Even though I feel like they should at least have one or two defensive cantrips, like except for Sacred Flame, because Sacred Flame sucks dick. But anywho, that's that's my hot take on that.
I will ascend.
Swords meet sorcery.
I am fury. I am death.
What fools these mortals be. does it open? That might be worth a look. What did that do?
More than prepared.
No more prayers. Only dust and silence.
Who are those prayers for? Normally the patron god is obvious. Not here.
Always room for more. This place wasn't built for the living.
I'm not gonna lie, even after playing this game so many times, going through the beginning part, I I have not figured out like how to open this. So this took me a little minute. I actually wanted to like play the game and try to not use so much meta knowledge. I was I normally if I do I normally just bust down the door, but I'm like I'm just gonna try to actually get the key. They wouldn't have a locked door in something like this unless they had a key. So it takes me a minute, but I eventually get it. I'm just enamored by my own cleverness.
place is more dangerous than I thought. Be wary. This place is trapped. A lot of effort to hide one sarcophagus.
So he has spoken, and so thou standest before me. Right, as always. What a curious way to awaken. What is the worth of a single mortal's life? I am not the same as those thou hast slain, if that is what thou askest. Wilt thou answer my question? So, I ask again, what is the worth of a single mortal life? And thus, balance is achieved. If all are at war, none can win. Very well. I am satisfied. We have met, and I know thy face. We will see each other again at the proper time and place. Farewell. How long has it been?
A strange coin. I wonder what it's worth. 'Tis 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 '
Let me work my magic.
This book is far lighter than it should be with such a massive lock. As the lock opens, a loose page comes with it. Magic pulses from the parchment. What was once script is now an obliterated scrawl. You have a sense these are names, a list. But of what? Gods. These are the names of gods, once lost but now restored after the Second Sundering. The last three names in this book sit close together, but are so devastated by the scrawl as to be unreadable. Entire pantheons have dwindled and been reborn, silently recorded by this book.
Can't give up now.
We have nothing more to discuss. Continue on thy way, as if I were not here. I must attend this place after so many years away. We will see each other again soon. The mechanics of fate would be difficult to explain to one such as thyself. Regardless, it will occur. We meet again, as predicted. I shall be here in thy camp, for whenever thou hast need of my services. A mending of the threads between life and death. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more. A matter of coin. Then I shall wait here patiently until it is acquired.
The Githyanki joining our company. Not a collaboration I'd have anticipated, but a welcome one nonetheless. Let's see. I hail from Waterdeep, city of splendors. I am a wizard of considerable acclaim and scholar of exceptional accomplishment. I have a cat, a library, and a weakness for a good glass of wine. And if the mood takes me, I'm known to try my hand at poetry. There.
Chatter already, Tuskegee. I understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure for our condition. If we locate a creche, you do well to observe more and question less. Yes, in great detail. It starts with a fever and memory loss. Then you start to hallucinate. Your hair falls out, and you bleed from every orifice. Your bones will change form. Your jaw will split to allow room for 4 great tentacles. All skin will turn to gore and be shed to reveal new flesh underneath. Then you have ceased to exist, and a mind flayer is born. Words forged in steel. May your actions express the same metal. We must find my kind and be rid of the parasite. It's as simple as that. The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me. Yes, if you give it no further thought. But anomalies lead to surprises. Bad surprises. Besides, What hasn't happened may yet come to pass.
Lae'zel has a dangerous look in her eyes. Let's just hope she reserves those impulses for any common foes. Must we? No harm in a little mystery, don't you think? Conversation shouldn't be made. It should be grown. Let the seeds sprout in their own time.
Yeah, unfortunately, I need like a new recording the device because it just seems to just stop recording and then it will pick back up and some of the files will be corrupted. As you can see, we did the Grove fight. Do I want to meet Will yet? No, not yet. I don't want to meet Will yet. Seen a few things. I'm trying to just get stuff to sell at this point because I don't think I changed the forgot to change the setting of the prices just to 2. Like it's still a lot though, especially since we don't have a lot of I'm not a charismatic character, so it's just pure wit and luck.
There are children here, you fool!
We was running for our lives.
You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
Tell that to the dead at the gate.
Shut it, Horns! I'd be lying dead next to the goblins if you'd stalled any longer.
My duty is to this camp.
Oh, God forbid you risk your precious tail. But I shouldn't be surprised. Foulbloods ain't known for courage.
You see the tiefling's jaw clench. He's about to erupt. With a thunk, the armored man collapses, unconscious.
Enough. The goblins have found us. No doubt the beasts will be back. We need to pack up and leave. Immediately!
Bigger fighting goblins is for once.
Let's try to avoid any more punching. We need to find a healer.
His skull isn't as thick as I thought. Now that's settled. Thank you for your help out there. I'm Zevlor. Well met. I should warn you, visitors are no longer welcome in this grove. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve. There have been several attacks by different monsters. The druids blame us outsiders for drawing them here. Nobody's welcome anymore. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters. I've tried. Korga, their new first druid, won't even see me. You, though? I know it's not your business, but she owes you for saving this place. Perhaps you could persuade her. For more time to prepare, if nothing else.
I think you should. Yes. No harm in trying the diplomatic route.
We'd owe you a great debt. If we're forced to leave now, we won't make it to the sea. You'll find the druids at the heart of the grove. Please, make them see sense before more lives are lost.
The squirrel lunges at your foot and bites it. Her motivations elude you. Distracted by your thoughts, you let your guard down. The squirrel bites your foot again.
I'm not gonna lie, I was about this close to kicking that goddamn squirrel, but I'm like, no, we're a calm, cool character. We like to kind of solve things diplomatically. We're superheroes, like to try to help. But that squirrel was gonna get kicked again. That squirrel was gonna get fucking kicked. It was almost about to be a Dark Urge playthrough. Now, this is kind of metagaming, but I always try to save her because I found her dead one time. Not this lady, but the lady that's up the hill. I found her dead one time, and it threw me off.
She kept gasping, clawing at the arrow. I had the same thought, and it's just going to keep happening.
Wonder if the gods are watching me. With ease.
Make way. No time to waste. My faith will protect me. I will ascend. My path be true.
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin. Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. Too bad. I earned it, fair and square. Care to explain why you reek of the hells? Well, that's quite the story. And I thought I was doomed. Now I feel sorry for you. Here. Take this. It's worth a fortune. But a fortune's not worth much if you're dead. Consider it payment for saving my life.
A soul coin, true to its name, holds a mortal soul inside. It serves in the Nine Hells as very valuable currency. You peer through the telescope. You see a dragon circling like a bird of prey, hunting. The telescope points to the left. The telescope points straight ahead. The telescope points to the right.
Still breathing, despite everything.
budge.
Have some respect. This really isn't the time to talk.
Let's see what you're hiding.
This is about your precious Baldur's Gate.
I care about our lives.
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long. I know it's drastic, but more monsters seem to terrorize this region every day. We druids will be safe. As for those that took refuge here, well, may Sylvanas guard them as they continue their travels. As I said, it's a drastic measure, but the survival of the Grove is paramount. There just aren't enough supplies to support everyone. I pray no goblin arrow has grazed you. Nettie could put you to rights. She should be with the others in the inner chambers, but I doubt she'll be taking on new patients. The Grove will be locked down soon. Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
We don't even know.
Hells, we can't just leave. They're kin.
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blades and spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay. These people aren't fighters. We can help.
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
This is why I like Dragonborn. You just get these like little like just quick little just morsels of just like shit that you wouldn't find anywhere else. But I play my Dragonborn like I am a proud Dragonborn and I come from a clan of warriors, so you know, honor and all that bullshit. Yada yada. Try to do things the right way.
It'll make for a good story, I suppose.
Thank you, Roland.
I'd die if I met Leroic and reeking of this place. I'll never get the smell out of my clothes. I'll have to burn them.
That axe seems a little too interested in me.
Good work, kids. You're all heroes. Swing and swing and... Good work, kids. You're all heroes.
The waiting's getting to me.
Everyone.
If we left, we could...
Let's get on with it.
No time to rest.
Good work, kids. You're all heroes. Each and every one.
Please, let us through.
Tis forbidden. Let my daughter go right now! She's a thief, hellspawn, and you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back! Oh, let me through, Ragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out! Do all the damn rituals you want! Damn it! We could have taken those guards.
Try greasing palms. These things over.
We need to get Arabella out! Now!
You heard the guards. They're waiting on Corker to give word.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust that snake! Ugh!
Arabella tried to steal their idol. Druids lost their damn minds about it. They need it for their precious ritual.
Oh, it's all my fault. I told her I wished the wretched thing would just disappear, or better yet, explode.
Now Arabella's being judged by a bunch of druids who hate us. That's not right.
She was caught. Foolish child. Let them judge her.
Thank you. They won't give us the time of day.
Hurry! I'm at the end of my tether as is. Can't take this waiting.
And you'll have blood on
She
your
must
hands.
be terrified.
Come, Magrin. Give him a chance. You, get back. No, and you'll find trouble all the same unless you get out of my sight.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
We could help each other. Fight the goblins together. Instead, these fools are trying to chase us away.
I could take one of the guards, maybe 2.
Find our master.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Have you lost your senses? Release her.
She stole the idol of Sylvanas. She must pay the price. We will imprison the thief under guard of my servant. When we cast out the rest, she may join them. Let the devil be an example. We will tolerate...
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger. She's a parasite. She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come! We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it. A gathered herd of the devils would indeed be disruptive. It is as you say. Sifisif, Tila, to me. Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with. Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage.
This will all be over. The ritual.
That woman has more venom in her heart than a snake in its fangs. But at least the child is safe. What is youth if not a time to be forgiven for one's transgressions? Couldn't agree more. The girl wasn't innocent, but that doesn't mean she was guilty.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster?
You speak in paradox. I care not for steel, but I know if it bends, it breaks. I will not allow this grove to be broken.
I took back the idol of Sylvanas, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders. And mine perish if he stays. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Sevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike. You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
We have the right to defend our home. So that's what you want? To kill a bunch of innocents? I don't want to kill anyone, but I won't let this grove be harmed. Not again.
Won't budge.
good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest. I'll make it very quick. Hand to heart. Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
A scholar after my own heart. Spent much time among goblins? Shocking little creatures, aren't they? Still, there's quite a bit more to them than most accounts allow. I myself plan to record the world's most extensive catalogue of their means and habits. A blue ocean of information, I dare say. Now, I've a few more questions, if you don't mind. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety? Witnesses noticed a red dragon marching at rear. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates? They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one. A captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal! Never you mind. I'm on my way to their camp as we speak. I always knew my studies in Gukliak would come to some use.
Oh, never you mind. Who needs mercy when you've a quick tongue, hmm? And an invisibility potion stashed in your back pocket?
Until we meet again. I smell drama amongst these adventurers. What have you heard? Keep their confidence, if you insist.
Remind me. No, that doesn't work. Damn it.
Dance upon the stars tonight. Smiles and pain will fade away. Words of mine will change. No. Become. More like butchering. Don't know why I bother.
No, I'm moments away from a grisly death. At the hands of this bloody song. I can't... Nothing fits, you know? We lost people on the way here, and the dead deserve to be remembered. That's what my teacher always said. It can't hurt. I have an extra loot, if you want. My teacher, Lihala. She loved dancing. Had 2 left feet, mind. I remember waking up one night on the road and seeing her dancing beneath the stars. A huge smile on her face. Thinking of it now, my heart hurts. And my words just seem to crumble. Like ash. Wait. Words of mine will turn to ash. That's perfect. Words of mine will turn to ash when you cool the last light down. Yes, yes!
Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will turn to ash when you call the last light down. Moon reminds me of your grace. All the love I can't repay. Rest and know that I will pray. Farewell, my dear old friend. Moon, sun, oh, remind me of your grace. Faith, care, all the love I can't repay. Moon, sun, oh, remind me of your grace. Faith, care, all the love I can't repay. Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will turn to ash when you call the last light down. Moon reminds me of your grace. All the love I can't repay. Rest and know that I will pray. Farewell, my dear old friend. Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away.
Sorry. She'd have said the same thing. That's the first time I've played since Lihala died. My teacher. She was playing her lute. We didn't hear the gnolls coming. There was so much blood. I can still smell it. Lihala said that's why eulogies were important. They were for the living as well as the dead. I'd forgotten what it was like. That itch to perfect a song. The Weeping Dawn will be my gift to Lihala. I've a long way to go. But thank you. I needed this.
Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade.
Is someone singing?
It's beautiful.
I hate this fight so freaking much. Just because you have to make the save every turn. It's not like, oh, you make the save at the beginning of your turn or at the end of your turn or something like that. No, you have to make the save for every single person's turn, and that is so annoying. Like, this fight is like way harder than it should be at this level. It is strange. Like, even on like standard easier modes, like, this is just way too randomly difficult for no reason. And you would think it's like a boss fight, and it is completely optional. You could just miss it. It's so crazy how you could just miss this entire fight. I've literally had this kid die in my playthroughs, like every single time up until like the last maybe 4 or 5 playthroughs that I have had, because I never knew this was over here. And see, this is what I'm talking about. You go up, and I'm automatically right next to the what you call it, because they just move. They just move on their own. It wasn't even their turn yet. But I finally cast silence. That's why I got the silence spell earlier. But Shadowheart comes in clutch. Like, if it was not for Shadowheart and me getting lucky, my character getting lucky with some of these rolls, I would not have survived. Because these 2 freaking people die in like the first 2. They're down. Gale's down, and I think Lae'zel's down right now. I get hit like maybe once or twice. I get close myself to dying, but I don't go down. This is so idiotic. You have to constantly save. And I just hate it so much. My thing is, why doesn't the kid run away? Like, he's right there. He doesn't get hurt again, but he doesn't run away either. So it's very strange to me. But yeah, Gale, he's about to die. Gale's dead. Lae'zel, she doesn't save again. I can't do anything with anybody. So it's just kind of like, I can't do anything. If I was thinking, I probably should have put silence on everybody over there, but it wouldn't have mattered anybody anyways, because it wasn't anybody's turn. And like I said, I literally get lucky with these fucking rolls, and I fucking just get goddamn lucky. I forget what I was trying to do. Oh no, I'm lured. I can't do anything. And they just keep attacking them. And they just stay dead for the entire time. And then Gale starts doing his necrotic shit. So it's fucking just like idiotic. I'm so glad that she just managed to like put that up. Because like, I swear to God, if it was not for Shadowheart, I would be dead this entire fight. Like the most frustrating fight throughout the entire game. Because everything else you gotta have some chance to like get over it or something. You know what I'm saying? Like everything else is kind of like okay, cool. But this one you're just so low level, and you just kind of have to consistently just make those rolls. It's ridiculous. I'm trying to get him at least to stop movement. So I figured if I move up, just keep moving up, I can make the fight go into the other people. Like they'll just follow with the other people. And I quit. I'm like, okay, maybe that's not gonna work. But I have a weird play that semi works out.
Don't waste a step.
Best be on my way. No hesitation. These boots have seen everything. Have to keep going.
Got to focus.
At the ready.
Can't afford to let up.
Nothing important is ever easy. Time to press ahead.
Can't give up. Not now.
What was that? Light on my feet.
better act fast.
What happened? What path lies before me? It's been a long day. I need to rest soon.
Have me. Not yet.
Death, you will not take me.
Are they gone? They're gone. Now there's just Mole. She'll be so mad. I didn't get the gold from the nest. I got to go. Wait, you should meet Mole. She'll be grateful you helped me. Find a boy called Donny. Tell him you want to see the dragon's lair.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important. We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you got Korga to release the girl. The way you got that boy out of a harpy's clutches. In short, I've grown to trust you. I was being quite sincere, I assure you. The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly. The specifics are rather personal, but suffice it to say that it is a malady I've learned to live with, though not without some effort. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside. Oh, staffs, tomes, cowls. The form doesn't matter, so long as it's brimming with weave. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical. You have my thanks. And fear not, your implicit trust is well placed and will be rewarded with any and all means at my disposal. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession, primed for the moment the need arises. I hope I can count on you.
Better than nothing.
No time to dally.
Let's get going.
So, Gith, aren't you worried your kind will punish you for consorting with us?
My name is Lae'zelk Chucky, and my kin will understand my need for servants. They will help you, but only if I ask.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her.
Yeah. I mean, thank you for helping me.
Bells, it's our job to get us out of here safely, not yours.
It's my job too. The druids don't care about us. No one does. We have to look after ourselves. That's what Mole says.
That girl. I don't care what Mole says. Stupid and reckless.
Lee and Roland would never admit it, but they'd take an arrow for the other. Also stab each other. Not sure what will come first. Thanks for cutting in. There might have been more than words if you hadn't.
We should have left by now. Damnation! Instead, we're just sitting here, practically begging to be attacked. Staying is a mistake. You don't understand. My apprenticeship with Leroican begins shortly. I cannot be late. Yes, that Leroican. The greatest wizard in Baldur's Gate.
I've heard that name before. A young man, yes? Lives in Ramazes Tower in the upper city.
The very same.
Word in Waterdeep has it he's a bit of a cad. But you say he's an accomplished wizard.
Of course he is. The greatest spellcaster along the Sword Coast. As if I'd settle for a lesser mentor.
In that case, I'd very much appreciate it if you could arrange an introduction, should we reach the city.
If it's powerful acquaintances you're after, you have to look no further than yours truly. Few can match me, in either magic or talent. In years to come, you will boast of this meeting, I can assure you. May we meet again in Baldur's Gate, my friend. I'd die if I met Leroican reeking of this place. I'll never get the smell out of my clothes.
Take your time.
I'll have to burn them.
Feel free.
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp.
It's a rare day when I see one of you lot about. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh! There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish?
Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore. Nay, bother. Take care now, sweetie.
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
I think I'd make a fine teacher.
True.
Or a baker. Or a butcher.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel. Might have to teach the rest of us that trick then. Expect half these blades will break the first time they strike a goblin skull. I've had to make do with what I could scavenge. Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before El Terrell fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
Damn druids. Who uses wooden tools?
No helping it.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Take your... Take your...
Looking ahead.
I heard what happened. It's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it? No, the druids are too powerful. We can't stand against them all. It's Korga's influence. Without her twisting things, I believe the druids might see sense. A low thought, but I'd be lying if I said I hadn't considered it. But the druids would slaughter us. We'd have to get close to Korga, within striking distance. I can't manage that. But they've already let you pass once. It doesn't sit well with me either. But to get these people to safety, there's nothing I won't do. You'd be well rewarded for the risk. But if that won't sway you, there's nothing more to discuss.
No, sir. But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Yes. Of course.
Goblins knows. So many ways to die.
Used to think the goblins would kill us the second we set foot outside. But after hearing what you did at the gate, well, I still think they'll kill us. But at least we can put up a fight. There's optimism, and then there's stupid, hun. Plenty of us fell to monsters already. I don't see the rest of us lasting long out there. But if you're so sure we will, why not put a little gold on the line? Excellent. And since I ain't one to leave a debt unpaid, that means we're destined to meet in Baldur's Gate. Looking forward to it. So many ways to die.
Do you think your kin search for you, Hazel?
I know they do not. It is my responsibility to cleanse myself.
They pursued the Nautiloid. Perhaps they were trying to free you.
A vain notion. I am one of many, and will not be a burden to my queen.
People up ahead. Something's wrong.
Directly.
Is that blood? No. Never mind.
You're a true soul. You can't die. Please, stay with us.
I don't think he's conscious. Can you hear us, Ed?
You, not a step closer.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
Brother, your sword.
Wait.
The injured man locks eyes with you. A familiar squirming churns in your head. Useless. Your minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brenna, new recruits. Yours to shepherd.
Protect them.
You should search that corpse.
He's with the Absolute now. You're a true soul. Edwin, our brother, he was chosen. Like you. Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin.
We were looking for fugitives. Survivors from that ship that crashed farther west of here. But instead of them, Edwin found an oil bear. An angry one. We managed to drag him away, but the beast's claws had... It was filthy with oil bear tracks.
You! Brenna, kill him!
Absolute. What were they raving on about? What do I have to lose? Battle of wits.
Time to strike. You bow, or you
Strange power resonates within the corpse. It calls to you. Your limbs move of their own accord. There's something of value in it, something your mind craves. Why let its host's memories go to waste? The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you. Your muscles loosen. The tadpole breaks free of its deceased host. Your mind is your own again. For now.
grave mistake. Owlbear tracks. Its nest must be nearby.
Thought you was busy with the foul bloods in Elson's Grove. Yeah, whatever you say. Don't matter anymore. Tieflings. Goblins. Gods, this contract was cursed from the first.
Dunno what I expected. That much gold for some long-lost relic buried in the arse end of nowhere.
And from a wizard, too. I should have known. The gold probably turns to lead the moment you leave Baldur's Gate. Stupid thing to die for. Have at it. If you think you can do better.
It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you a map of the temple and wish you a happy funeral. But my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own sodger. Goblins made short of the fat old chunk.
All I've got's the contract. Can show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying. Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you die.
I'm just glad to be rid of the bloody thing. Happy hunting. Come on.
We're wasting time.
Something the matter? Goblins ahead. Looks like they're laying an ambush.
Blah. Our most gifted artisans. I am sworn to say no more.
These tracks. Goblins?
I wonder what the next move is.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
Eager for battle.
Tell me, Lae'zel, what is it like on the astral plane? In your home realm intrigues me.
Githyanki lay their eggs on other. I will only be welcomed once I obtain a Mind Flayer's head. Tell me, Gale, what is your interest in the astral plane?
Time. Or rather, the absence of it. In the astral plane, everything is eternal.
It will be my home soon enough, should Vlaakith will it.
Glowing eyes are rarely a good sign. Best be careful.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Looking ahead.
I applaud your taste.
This was more fun when he was screaming.
Don't wear his voice out. Still need answers.
I know what to do.
No one knows about this damn weapon.
Think about why my eye is itching.
time to waste. Need to keep focused. I will ascend.
No choice but to keep going. Still on my feet.
His breaths are shallow, his wounds deep. He doesn't respond to your voice.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I thought I was gonna die down here. They were asking questions about a weapon. I told them the only weapons here are the ones the Foulbloods brought. I must tell the others what happened. I step careful. There are traps in these tunnels. And thank you again.
Be cautious.
Vlaakith's will be done.
Which way to the nearest library?
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Never a dull moment.
You've a particular way with words, Gale. Perhaps oration suits you more than battle.
They're not mutually exclusive. Weave is served best with a dash of eloquence.
an empty mind flare vessel. If its occupant survived, then nowhere to be seen.
Not this one, nor this one, and this one are less worthy still. Righting the balance. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking. Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them. Very well.
So, as we come to the long rest, yeah, that was a long day. We're gonna set out tomorrow and do some more cool shit. Stay tuned. Thanks for looking. So cool. I'm glad we got this group shot, guys. I'm glad we got this group shot. And yeah, and they walk away. All right, well, never mind. I'm glad you